Hello, my name is Chris and I'm a U-Haul hitch professional. If you're planning on towing a trailer with your Porsche Cayenne, then you're going to need trailer wiring. It is required by the law. Now let's take a look at how I completed this install. You will need the following tools or supplies to complete this installation. This installation is best done during the hitch installation while the bumper is off. But let's go ahead and take a look at how to do the installation with the bumper on. So we will begin by removing our tail lights. You need to pry off the plastic tail light cover to expose the fasteners. Use a flathead screwdriver. Gain access at the lower corner by pulling out the first tab gently. Push down gently on the rubber edge and pry outward for the second tab. Now pry inward and then outward. You can now remove the two fasteners using a T30 Torx bit. On some models, a third bolt can be found hiding behind this plastic trim that looks like a speaker cover. We will use a plastic trim panel to pry it out to gain access to the 10mm fastener. Inside this hole, you will find the 10mm fastener. You will need a long extension with your 10mm socket in order to remove this fastener. If the fastener does not come out of the vehicle body with the socket, you may need to use a magnet tool to retrieve it. Take care not to lose this fastener in the vehicle body. Now repeat for your passenger side tail light bolts. On the passenger side third tail light bolt, you may need an additional short or medium extension. Now that we have removed all the fasteners for the tail light, we want to leave them in place because we want to do our testing with them plugged in and with the tailgate down, so no functionalities change for the testing. Make sure they're in place and we can go ahead and lower the tailgate. The tail light will be able to be removed from the cavity with the tailgate down. Because of the very snug fit behind this tail light, it might be a good idea to bring our tap-ins away from the adapter so that we're able to hide it behind the fascia underneath the tail light cavity when we return it later. So definitely don't get any of your tap-ins or connections right here. Let's go a couple inches down and go somewhere in there. You can now use a sharp tool, being gentle to cut only the tape and expose a little area so we can test these wires. It may be easier to disconnect the tail light, to peel back the tape, and then return it before testing. Use a wire tester to confirm functionalities on the vehicle. We have confirmed it is a 2-wire system, left turn stop as well as running lights. Write these down and now test the right turn signal on the passenger side. Once you have confirmed and written down all vehicle functionalities, you can now turn the vehicle off and disconnect the taillights to make the wire installation safer. Depress the tab and remove the adapter from the taillight. We're now going to remove 2 exhaust shields from under the vehicle. There's one on either side. Each one has 4 fasteners on the underside of the panel and one behind the tire. You will use a T25 Torx bit to remove them. You can now pull the exhaust shield from out of its position. Now repeat for your passenger side exhaust shield. We're now going to fish some extra wire behind the fascia. You can use whatever colors you want, just make sure you know what is what when it comes out the bumper. I'm going to use an extra length of 4 flat so that my colors will match up. I'm not going to be using white, and green will go on the passenger side. So let's go ahead and peel down a couple feet and fish the brown and yellow behind the fascia. Now take the yellow and brown wire and pass it in this location down until it comes out above the exhaust pipe. The wire was likely to get bunched up in here as it has with me, so you will likely have to reach in with your hand and grab it and pull it down. Take caution not to cut your arms on any of the sharp metal edges. Now repeat on the passenger side with an extra length of green wire. You can now use the provided tap-ins to install your wiring on your identified signals. Insert the yellow wire into the tap-in. Do not allow it to stick all the way out. And now place the tap-in on your identified left turn signal. Use linesman's pliers to clamp the metal bar and then cover with the plastic cover. You can now install the brown wire onto the identified running lights. Now install your green wire onto the identified right turn signal. We're now ready to install the converter box. Because this is a 2-wire system, there's no separate brake signal, so this red wire will be spliced into the white wire. Let's cut some extra length so the tap-in will be nearer to the converter box. Use some electrical tape to secure the tap-ins from the elements. We can now connect our extra length of fished wire to the converter box. You will need to provide butt connectors as they are not included with this kit. I'm going to go ahead and use a heat shrink butt connector. Now connect the green wire from the converter box to the extra length of fished wire to the right turn. We're now ready to connect our power wire. Let's go ahead and remove our underbody panels that are going to be in the way and then jump to the engine compartment. You will remove fasteners from panel A at the front of the vehicle with a 10mm socket. To gain access to the firewall and engine compartment, continue removing 10mm fasteners to lower and remove panel B. As well, remove fasteners to gain access underneath panel C, where we will hide the power wire. I will be installing the U-Haul exclusive Power Wire 1. It is OEM grade, pre-built in with protections for the wiring. So for this reason, we're going to start in the engine compartment and work our way backwards. We can now pass our fishing pole down the engine compartment to our previously loosened underbody panels. We're gonna wanna hug the driver's side wheel well and try to hook up with an electrical harness that's right there so we can zip tie to it. Use a trim panel tool to remove a large trim clip from out of the trim panel A here. You will now be able to access your fishing pole in this area here. Now tape the fuse holder end to the fishing device and pull it back up to the engine compartment. We need to pass this end of the power wire to the passenger side of the vehicle so we can install the fuse holder on a 12-volt power point. Bring the power wire to the extreme outside of this support to keep it from coming into the engine as we cross the engine. We will pass the wire behind the bracket for the lithium-ion battery's jump point. We can now open the jump point to get some power. There are 2 tabs holding these 2 covers down together. And you can get power from either one of these 10mm fasteners. Before you connect the fuse holder, because this lead will become hot, let's cover it with the cover. Place the ring terminal over the post and then replace the power point. Keep the profile of the fuse holder low and wrap it back around and outside this unused power point so we can close the covers. You can now connect the power wire to the fuse holder. Now use some provided zip ties to secure the fuse holder and the power wire to existing points. You can now route the power wire rearward. We will hide it underneath panel C along the way. At the rear of the vehicle, be sure to go over any cross members, avoid any suspension parts, and zip tie to any electrical wiring you find until you reach the converter box. You can now connect the power wire to the converter box. I'm going to use a heat shrink butt connector that is not included with the kit. You can now melt the heat shrink on all of your butt connectors using the heat source of your choice. You can now use the double-sided sticky tape to secure the converter box to the vehicle body. You can now secure the white ground wire to the vehicle body using the provided self-tapping screw. We now want to hide our green wire, so we're going to remove 4 T20 Torx fasteners, securing the fascia to this heat shield. Lift up on the fascia to slide the green wire between the heat shield and the plastic fascia. Be careful, this metal edge will be sharp. Ensure that your wires are tucked and away from the driver's side tailpipe. Pull them snug and apply a couple zip ties here so that they will stay. Now pass your 4-flat connector to the hitch receiver following the green wire in order to mount it on a wiring bracket. The 4-flat wire is harder to force in, but because it's multiple wires in a connector, it's heavier, so you can push it behind the fascia. Because this is black on black and a luxury vehicle, I'm going to conceal the colors of the wire with some black electrical tape. This 4-flat wiring bracket is not included with the kit, but you can pick one up at your nearest local U-Haul hitch center or order one from the link in the description. Use it as a template to drill out the 2 holes using a 3/16 drill bit. The kit includes hardware, but I prefer using a rivet. You can now place the retention strap of the dust cover over the 4-flat connector. You can pass it into the bracket, wiggle it into position, and then cover it with the cover. You can now pull the slack of the 4-flat connector wire to the converter box and begin coiling up and securing all this excess wiring. You can now install the fuse into the fuse holder so that we can test the 4-flat connection. We're now ready to plug our taillights in for testing. First, let's cover these tap-ins with electrical tape to secure them from the elements. You can now test your 4-flat connector, brake lights, left turn, right turn, and the hazards. With the wire harness active, you can now reinstall all the previously removed parts and fasteners. Leave these hand tight until you install your third fastener and then double back to tighten these down. Use your 10mm socket and extension to place the fastener into the tail light and tighten. Return your knockout covers. Return to tighten your 2 tail light bolts and then replace the cover. That concludes trailer wiring for your Porsche Cayenne. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to practice safe trailering, and I can't wait to see you out there. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can also download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for even more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.